What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be swapping out the dash from the Mk2. I've got a brand new sort of second-hand dash that's in much condition to the one I've got in the car now. It's probably going to be quite hard to see this in the video, but my dash is very faded over the years. What is it, 31-year-old car, so the dash has definitely taken a beating from the sun. As you can see from this other dash, this one's in much better condition. It's still got the blue colour to it, unlike the one on my car at the moment. So what I'm planning to do in this video is swap out the dash. There's quite a bit involved in it. Got to take the steering wheel off, all of the extra bits of cowling that goes on the dash as well. And yeah, I'll just take you guys along with me and see how I get on. I think the first job I'm going to do is take this cap out of the steering wheel and undo the nut, get this wheel off, because that's going to be one of the main things that's in our way. So all I've done is just pop this cap out, just get a little screwdriver in, and that will come out. And for anyone wondering, the socket for the steering wheel is a 22mm, and we'll just get that off. Now with that socket off, the steering wheel just comes out. Next up, I'm going to tackle this cowling that sits around the steering column. And from what I can see, there's one Phillips screw in there, one in there, and then one just underneath the bonnet pop. I'm going to get them removed and hopefully that'll release this. Right, there's a tiny bit of wiggling involved in that, but it does eventually pull out. There we go. Onto the big one now. I'm going to try and remove all of this fascia here. It looks like there's just a couple of screws holding it in. The first two screws I can see is there's one under here and the same on the other side there. Just going to get them two removed. I've got to remove all of these switches as well. I've got a blanking one down here, which I actually need for a couple of others because I don't have no rear wiper, and I think that's a rear demist, and I don't have that either, so I need to get two new blanking plates. But yeah, all these do is just pop out from the side, and it's a multi-plug. You just need to disconnect. Where the radio should have been, there's also another screw, but because I don't have one fitted at the moment, it's just loose, so I can take it out. This might seem a bit backwards, but I'm going to get this panel out as well, because I think I need to get this out before I get the top one out. And literally, it's just two screws down the bottom here. There they are. Undo them, and then I'll show you what else we've got to do. Now I've removed them two bottom screws, that's really loose. I've just got to pull these switches off. They literally just pull off like that. Got a bit of a wiggle, should come, there we go. Now that's come out from the dash, you've got these two bulbs here which illuminate the clocks. They just twist out. Also, in other cars this would normally be the cigarette lighter, but I changed it to two USB charging sockets, but I just have to unclip that as well, nice and easy. And that's the bottom part of the dash removed. By removing that, I've uncovered another screw that holds in this top fascia panel. Another screw, literally just behind the hazard switch, there's another Phillips. That's pretty much left this fascia panel loose now. There is some clips at the back here. There's one that's intact and all the others have been broken off. But not to worry because this sits nice and flush anyway. This is looking a lot better now. I'm going to remove the speedo. It's literally got another 4 screws, Phillips again, in all 4 corners. Another little bit of plastic that I've realised is broken. There's a little tab taken off of here, and also should be another bit of plastic going across there and there. So I'm going to see if one of these is for sale on the forum, on the Facebook page. It's just held in with 2 Phillips, one behind there and one down there. Hopefully someone's got one of them, but I'm pretty sure these are quite hard to get hold of. Panel, as you can see, there's a crack there, another bit of plastic missing, and the top bit as well, so hopefully someone's got one of these for sale. But as for the dash, it's looking really bare now. I've undone the speedo, so that's loose. It won't come out that far, and I need to remove all the multi-plugs behind it. So I'm going to have to wiggle this out and try and see what I can do with it. You're aware, I'm really honest in my videos, and pretty much, I don't know how this speedo is going to come out at the moment. It feels like there's a rod behind there. Well, I've actually seen it, there's something attached, and I'm pretty sure it's so you can't tamper with the mileage. But anyway, I'm gonna, where the choke cable is, there's one screw holding it in, so I'm gonna take this off and then maybe I can get my hand up there and disconnect it, but we'll see. It's been interesting trying to get this choke cable attached, but it was this little spring that clips around the button that you pull. I've removed that, and that allows you to take the end off and take that out as well. Out from inside the car now, and I've found the wire for the speedo, and I've located it down here in the engine bay. So this is a speedo wire. I don't know how well this quality is, it's probably going to be quite bad, but mine is literally just in finger tight. I'm going to remove that, and there's literally nothing to it at all, and now that gives me a little bit more room inside to get the clocks out and disconnect it from in there. Now we're getting quite deep into this. The clocks are out, and I've got the speedometer cable on the back here. I finally figured out how to get this speedo cable out, and all it was is you just got to pinch the white clip together like that and pull it out, and that comes off. Moving down to the fuse box, you've got 3 screws here that need to undo. Another thing I probably should have done earlier, but I'm just doing it now, is removing these stalks held in by, yet again, 2 Phillips screws. What a shocker. And yeah, I'm going to remove both of them so they don't catch when I remove the dash. Now both of them stalks are removed, I can see how this dash would come out a lot easier, because I'm pretty sure they would have got stuck on them. And now I feel like I'm just going to try and remove it. There's probably still going to be stuff that's still attached, but we'll just roll with it. What I've just done is removed the carpet that sits underneath the dash on the driver's side. All it's held in by is a couple of these little trim clips. Easy enough to do. I'm just going to do the passenger side now. There's another 2 hidden screws. These little plastic covers go over them. Another one there, and another one over here. Definitely them 2 remaining bolts that are holding it in, because now this dash is completely movable. Another 2 Phillips that I need to take out. These are sort of controllers for the heating, how fast it is, etc. I think the hardest thing will be now is just getting all these wires back so they can go through the dash, but I'm going to put you on time lapse and we'll see how I get on. And like that, the old faded dash is removed. You probably see it a bit better now. The state of that top, it's just been faded away by the sun over the years, and it just looked terrible. Yeah, you can see it really bad now. But luckily my new one doesn't look like that. Now I've got both dashes out side by side, you can tell the difference. This is my new one, not faded at all, really good condition. And the old one has been out overnight, so it's got a bit of water on there. But you can tell that is completely faded, really bad. I didn't actually realise how bad it was until I compared it with the newer one I've got. As you've just seen from that time lapse, I've built up the new dash as much as I can. So I put in this this black bit around the back. I think it's just an extra support, to be honest. Yeah, put it in. Also put the vents in. So yeah, getting there. Right, the inside's now nice and clean, and I've sorted out all the wiring, just neatened it up a little bit. I'm going to fit the dash, but I'm not going to do it in the annoying way that I took it out. I'm just going to whack it on time lapse, and you can see me quickly install it. So as you can see, I've now got the dash fully fitted, and yeah, this one's much better. It's not faded at the top. I didn't think I'd record putting it back together because it's exactly the same as taking it out. There was a little addition that I did put in when I was refitting the dash, and that is my new stereo. So I picked this Sony one up from Halfords. I had a voucher for my birthday. I don't really like using Halfords, but yeah, I picked this up for about 60 quid and wired it in. Really easy, it's not that hard to wire it in at all. And I also got some Pioneer speakers, which are hidden behind the door cards. I will add a couple of pictures in. The main thing to note with this is the fact that it's in the glove box. I really didn't want to have a modern radio up the top here. I wanted to keep the original look, even though I think this is an aftermarket one, just a bit age related, maybe from the 90s. I don't think this is the original. Right, that pretty much brings us to the end of this episode. I'm so happy that I've finally fitted that dash because I've had it hanging around the garage for a couple of months now. I've just been building up the motivation to actually fit it. I was really quite shocked when I actually compared the two dashes of how much my original one had faded. So yeah, I'm really happy that I've finally got on and swapped them out. So as per normal, if you did enjoy the video, then give it a like. And if you are liking what you see, then subscribe to the channel for more. And until the next one, I'll see you guys later.